Let's talk about proof of source of funds. A lot of applicants generally they wonder, when it comes to this issue of proof of source of funds, how do I show the IRCC where I got my funds from? Now, if you've not known by now, okay, you're about submitting for a Canada visa application, and you've not known by now the difference between proof of funds and proof of source of funds, don't worry, let me explain to you, okay? So, proof of funds is you basically showing IRCC that you have the funds, okay, the funds in your account, okay, that will carry you for your 1 year tuition, okay, and your 1 year living expenses. Now, proof of source of funds is a different matter entirely. You are showing the IRCC how did you come about these funds. And sadly, okay, this is where a lot of people usually have issues, or permit me to use the word, this is where a lot of people mess up. Okay, now IRCC generally, okay, they have some silent requirements. It's not there. You won't see it in any official book or something like that. But these are some silent requirements that are there that they want to see when you provide that proof of source of funds. Now, how we've gone to know about it is that it's through some painful process, okay? They've dealt with us, okay? Through some painful process that we've come to know, okay, they need this, they need this, they need this, okay? As I think last year, we did like a promo, okay, whereby we told people that, if you had a visa refusal and then you wanted to get your GCMS notes, just reach out to us. We'll help you to get it for free. So it was a promo, but it was a way that we're using it to collect data, and after reviewing like 500 of these GCMS notes, we came to this conclusion that this proof of source of funds, funny enough, is the number one reason why a lot of people don't get their visa approved. Now, there are some requirements that IRCC want to see, okay? I'm going to just list 4 major ones, but there are several others, okay? Now, before I go in, if you know that, you're enjoying this video and you want to help others, okay, just like, okay, subscribe, okay, and feel free to share so that YouTube can, send this video and support other people so that they can be aware of this information, so that they don't just end up wasting their money, in the process, and then shattering their dream in the process of applying for a Canada visa, okay? So, there are some very salient points, okay, and I'm going to go into them now, okay? One is that, is the proof of source of funds, okay, where this applicant got this money, is that source, is it verifiable? Okay, the proof of source of funds, is it verifiable? Okay. Now, 2, is the proof of source of funds legitimate? Okay. 3, is there a clear financial paper trail, okay, of how this applicant came about these funds? And 4, lastly, okay, is it consistent with the story that this applicant is telling? In the case of, is the proof of source of funds verifiable, okay, you have the case of, let's say you present, okay, I got my funds, okay, I've been working for like 3-4 years or 5 years. I got my funds from savings from my salary. IRCC will be asking, okay, where is the employment document? Okay, where is the pay slip? And can we see the pay slip, the salary amount that you're saying the pay slip? So you say, oh, I'm earning like, okay, 245,000 naira, okay. Can we see that 245,000 naira being paid by XYZ company? So if you go to your bank statement, are we going to see at the end of every month 245,000 naira being paid by XYZ company in your financial statement? That's the question. That's what we mean by verifiable. Okay. If you say, oh, okay, I want to show something that is legitimate. Okay. Now, IRCC wants to be sure. So take, for instance, you say, I sold the property. Okay. And then that's how I came about this money. Now, is that property legitimately yours? So if it is legitimately yours, how did you come about it? So where is the proof of ownership? If you say, oh, I bought it outright, okay, where is the purchase receipt? Okay, and the purchase deed. If you say, oh, I got it from inheritance, okay, where is the deed of inheritance or deed of conveyance, transferring this property from wherever, down to you. So these are the issues that IRCC wants to see. So ensure that, these documents you are presenting are verifiable, okay, they are legitimate, and then ensure that it tells a consistent story. So you say, oh, I've been working for 2 years, or take for instance, you say, oh, I've been working for 5 years, or I've been working for 2 years. And then IRCC is checking when you graduated. So you graduated, let's say 2022, and then you started working, let's say 2024. Okay, that's a 2-year gap. And then you are saying that I've been working for 5 years. You see that the story is already not adding up. Or you say, oh, I've been working for 4 years, but then you graduated, of course, you graduated possibly, let's say 2022, plus 4 years, 2026. Okay, you started working 2026. That's fine. Now, you say you made the money from salary. They are going through their salary, through your salary account. Okay, they are saying that you earn, let's say, 800,000 naira every month, and then you are saying over the last 6 years you're able to raise 90 million naira. You see that the story is not adding up. These are the selling point that IRCC look out to ensure that there are no missing gaps, and you yourself as a visa applicant, you must be on the lookout for them. Remember that the onus, the burden of proof when it comes to visa application is on the applicant. It's not on IRCC. It's not on anybody. It's on you. If you don't present sufficient burden of proof, IRCC will most likely, look down on your application as a weak visa case. Okay. Now, again, if you know you are, getting some information from this video, please just like. Okay. Feel free to subscribe. Okay, but ensure you like so that the YouTube can share this to other people. Now, there are 5 major ways through which you can show this sort of funds. Okay. One is that employment documents. Okay, so you get your employment documents, pay slips, and the rest of them, and then you say, okay, this is how I came about this social amount. Okay. 2, business. Okay, so you have a business, working, you're a freelancer, you have a company, you're a director, something like that. That's fine. Okay, or your sponsor owns a company or is a majority shareholder. Okay, that's fine. Okay. 3, through sales of assets. So take for instance, you have properties, land, cars, houses. You can sell all of any of this, and then show that you have that money, or to show how you got that money with which you want to go and study in Canada. Okay. 4, investment returns. Okay. So take for instance, you bought, let's say, treasury bills, or I think federal government recently they came out saying people should buy some dollar block accounts and those kind of things. So let's say you bought it and then you are earning interest, dividends of federal government, treasury bills, whatever, you're earning dividends of 10%, 20%. So you can also show that, okay, that this is how I got my money. Okay. And then lastly, the 5th one, sponsorship. Okay. So I'm going to go into this in details. Okay. And then we're going to look at each of them one by one. When it comes to employment document, what do you use? When it comes to landing properties, what do you use? What do you say? How do you avoid some of the pitfalls? Okay. There are some very, very salient, or should I say catchy stuffs in these things that if you're not very careful, you could end up shooting yourself in the foot and making that your supposedly strong visa application to become a weak visa case. Okay, so we're going to be looking at this in details. Okay, so just ensure that you stay tuned. Okay, and don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe so that we can be here together.